Hey guys, this is Airsoft NCT. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to show you part of my office space that you might be particularly interested in, and that is my military corner. So without further ado, let's get into it. I do want to note that this is still very much a work in progress, but I did want to share with you guys what I have so far, and of course I'll do updates in the future. So I think the best place to start is with the most modern, and that is my KSK Corner, as I like to call it. It's not particularly only KSK, but it is all of my German gear. So starting up top, I have my rifle case. I do have a very bright light over there, so please bear with that for the time being. I do have my rifle case. As we go down, I have my helmet set up, as well as some of my fancy bits. So I have my Kampfretter helmet, my APH, got my night vision, I've got a suppressor that I just got in, got my armor back there, and then a whole bunch of stuff in these ammo cans. As we work our way down, we get to some of the second line gear. So I have my plate carriers, my Kampfretter one, my 2014 KSK, as well as modern and EGB, all that jazz. And then I have my 2010 to 2013 KSK plate carrier right here. I have one of my favorite reference pieces. This is the Speed Action Surprise book. This is a great piece to get actual photos from the 2010 to 2013 era. Behind, I just have some other miscellaneous items like my contacts, my M-frames, my chest rig is back there. The belt kit is inside each of these. So as you can see, like I have my Kampfretter belt kit in there. But that's what I've got for that second line setup. As we shimmy our way down, we have uniforms. So I have them organized. I have my 3FARB, multicam, my smock, my Cry Flectarn, and then my standard Char Leo Kohler Flectarn. I've got my base layers back there. And then I've got my jackets over here. I've got my rain jacket and then my Corinthia Spezker, as well as just a bunch of other miscellaneous pouches and all that right over here. Shimmying down one more level, I have a box of miscellaneous airsoft and parts and G36 things. All of that goes in here, as well as my Monroe, which I actually use quite often, not for camping or hiking or anything because it's so small, but I use that for like a day pack once in a while. But I keep all of that stuff down here in this big bin. So let's take a jump back in time to the 1960s. Here we have my Vietnam display. So I particularly love this Vietnam display, mostly because of Hans right there. He does some outfit changes once in a while. He has had a KSK kit on, the Kampfretter kit he had on for a while, but currently he's in his Vietnam attire. So let's show you what I've got. We'll start with Hans and work our way down. So here we have a half mannequin with my 173rd kit. This is what I'll be bringing to Junction City 2 this year. Just all the standard doodads, M56, bandolier, magazines, you name it, that kind of thing. This table is the 1967 field table, and I have a ton of personal items on it, including my camera, pens, Tabasco, smoke grenade. I've got my baseball glove that we're going to be using this year, my coffee tin with a whole bunch of stuff in it, all that kind of stuff. I have my nice 68 dated sleep shirt that I just recently got in, hiding under my Car 15. Got my knives, some dummy grenades, and then I've also got my G&P M16 over here. Down to what's resting on the floor, I have my Mermite back there, as well as my field desk seat. I've got 3 pairs of jungle boots. I actually have another one coming in so I could replace one of these. That's a little too small. I have my ammo can with a bunch of magazines, and then I have my foot locker. In my foot locker, I store my canteens, a bunch of other like clothing items, as well as some like tape, personal items, that kind of stuff that I didn't want to put on display. But that's what I've got going on right down there. And then we'll shimmy our way over to the other items on the floor. Here's my rucksack collection. I do want to find a better way to put this. I might put it up there instead of a big poster. I'll figure out a way to hang those. But right down here, I have my P68 lightweight. I have my tropical rucksack from 1968, and then I have my recently acquired P65, which I haven't shown you guys in a video or a post yet, but that's something that I'm pretty proud of. I picked that up for half the price that I picked up the P68, so I think that was a good, solid choice right there. And then behind, I just have it the same thing as my KSK setup. I have a black bin with a yellow top that's got a bunch of the miscellaneous items, actually a bunch of sleep system stuff, as well as some helmet liners up there. And then I have that gray bin, which houses my extra World War II stuff, which, speaking of, let's take a jump up there. My World War II section is a little bit smaller, but I have a lot going on here. I have everything resting on a poncho from 1945, got my M12 tool roll, my mess kit, I've got my ammo can, I've got a World War II US Army helmet, I've got my Marine Corps helmet, super proud of this thing. I need to get a display case for this, so it's just not reacting with all the air and all the other stuff, because that was a super pricey piece for me, but I'm really proud of it. It is a complete set, so I recently got that. Haven't shown that off in a video yet, but more to come with this. I got my haversack, knapsack, same thing over here. I've got my P47 top, which I will be looking to replace with a P41 top soon. I've got my bandolier. I've got my whole web kit right here with all dated canteens, canteen cups, med kit stuff, you name it, as well as my shovel. And then again, I have the rest of my items in that gray bin right down there. And of course, I have to show off my Good Vibations hoodie. I'd also like to note that all of these are sitting on muscle rack shelves. I purchased these from Home Depot. They weren't the cheapest, but they are super strong. So if you're looking for a solution similar to what I have, highly recommend the muscle rack shelves. Now, if you do know me, you know I'm also a bit of a Lego nerd, so this is a very work in progress section. I just recently got into this space. So these are some of the things that I do own, just to show you guys overview. I got a lot of the Star Wars stuff here, a lot of the miscellaneous stuff here. I have a ton of sets that I need to rebuild, especially ones from like my childhood and everything. I've got some Acro Mills. I've got my copy of the Patent, which is pretty cool for the Lego brick, as well as this piece. I haven't shown this piece off, but you know who you are if you're watching this video. I traded this with a friend of mine. It's a Jeremy Bullock signed autographed Boba Fett poster. So that's a really cool piece in a UV frame and everything. I traded that for some Vietnam gear a while back, and I absolutely love this piece. Huge Boba Fett fan, so I appreciate having this one over here. But just to show you guys, this is everything that I've got going on in my office workspace setup. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything, please do let me know. But thank you and have a good one.